All right, listen. Santiago asks, I think Jimmy G will pass for over 4,000 yards. I'm curious where he was at last year. I think he was like 3,700 yards, if I remember correctly. I'm blanking on how many yards Jimmy G had. Yeah, I think over 4,000 is very, very likely. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have a very good year. I would be shocked if he regresses. So that's the whole conversation. A lot of people are saying, will Jimmy Garoppolo regress? The 49ers looked at Tom Brady. They're probably expecting him to regress. No, there's no way that Jimmy Garoppolo, who already had a very good 2019 campaign, spoiler alert, he did go to the Super Bowl, right? Remember that? There's no way he regresses. He's going to have a better year, which I think would go ahead and assume he's going to have 4,000 yards, 100%. I think Jimmy Garoppolo will. What we got here? Carson asked, what 49ers a must in fantasy football this year? So Kittle obviously is the must. I think the 49er defense is the must as well. And as we said, Raheem Mostert, I think, is an absolute must in terms of a running back, especially in those 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds. So the top running backs will go early, as they always do. But I think you can get a running back steal in Raheem Mostert later on in the NFL draft. That is where I would go. Although, Deebo later on as well, maybe at a flex position, because they like to do the end around of Deebo Samuel often. Don't be surprised if Deebo is another steal there in your NFL fantasy draft. Speaking of a steal right now, if you guys want to look good whenever you're out and about shopping because of what's going on in the world, and you don't want to wear some face mask your grandma knit for you that has like flowers and stuff on it. My grandma literally sent me one, had flowers on it, and I was like, I just don't know if I want to wear that out in public. I have one that has like soccer balls and footballs on it. I look like I'm 5 whenever I'm walking outside. This would be the solution. This fixes it. An official 49er face mask. Keep you guys safe and stylish while, of course, all the stuff is going on. Chatsports.com/49mask, the place to go. 3-pack, $25. Easy to do. Go ahead and pick one up. That way you look good whenever you're out and about buying groceries or doing whatever you do these days whenever you go outside of your house, which is always fun. More questions here, a couple more here. George Kittle extension this year. Yeah, Neil, it should have been done already. This is what I'm confused as to why the George Kittle extension is not here yet. Like, it should be here. They should have already extended George Kittle. Why is this taking so long? I have no idea. I reported like a month ago that they were in talks and close, and here we are a month later, nowhere to be found. Maybe Kittle wants more than what he's actually worth, although I think really anything is what he's actually worth. So I would pay the man. I don't know why it's taking so long. As soon as they get the deal done, we'll have the coverage here on Chat Sports. Gustavo, he asked, what trade could you see at midseason like Sanders last season? Oh, boy. What would they need? I guess maybe a corner. Like, if Emmanuel Mosley stinks this year and they're 8 games in and he's the reason they've lost football games, then a corner would be my only guess there. I mean, everywhere else is good. They're great on offensive line. They're great at running back. Even with injuries at wide receiver, running back, they would be just fine. I think the only real concern is corner, and even then, I trust Emmanuel Mosley. But I guess if he doesn't play well, then, you know, you could go ahead and trade for a corner. But I don't see really anything happening in terms of a Sanders-like trade at the deadline. Which wide receiver do you think will be cut? Oh, boy, I have no clue which wide receiver would be cut. Probably Dante Pettis. I think Pettis for sure could be cut. Pondexter's another one. Fink could be another one as well. I know that they added Benjamin, but will Benjamin actually be a starter in this offense? I don't know. So, obviously, the guys at the bottom of the screen there are most likely to be cut, but Pettis is someone who I think would be probably more likely than not cut. He'll be the biggest name that will be cut from the wide receiver group. Let's see, next question here from Ariel. What do you think our record would be if we play our home games in Arizona? I did a video on this a couple of days ago. You probably watched that one. Probably the 49ers are looking at other options since California is going to be locked down for the next 3 months. Like, they're locking everything down up there. I think it'd be fine because what are the odds we actually have fans in the stands, right? So playing on the road, are you gonna have crowd noise? I don't think so. I think you're gonna be playing in front of empty stadiums in front of no fans, and so it doesn't matter. You can play at your local high school, right? There's no home crowd advantage. So I think the record would be the same as it would be at Levi Stadium, especially if there is no fans. If there is fans, I mean, what does that count as one extra loss? Like, it's not going to be that big of a deal overall. Now, it is a difficult division, and you're playing inside the Cardinals, arena, and playing inside the big toaster, which we know is a fun place to play. Who is the biggest threat to the 49ers in the NFC? Are the Niners the best team in the NFC? Let me know in the comment section down below. I think they're the best, but the real conversation is who's second best, right? Is it the Seahawks? Could it be the Bucks? Could it be Philadelphia or Dallas? Is it someone else? Who is the biggest threat? Who's the biggest threat to the 49ers? If it's not the 49ers, who's the best team? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, Be sure to subscribe again to the 49ers Report. We're trying to get to 25,000. Right, we're trying to get to 25,000. We have other channels here on Chat Sports, the Cowboys and the Raiders. They're a little ahead of us. We're number 3, but we don't want to be number 3. We want to be number 1. We'd be number 1 in terms of total subscriptions with your guys' help by using the, not using anything, just scroll down and click the red subscribe button. That'd be the best place to do it. We'd greatly appreciate that. Go ahead and click the red subscribe button and the notification bell. We are notified whenever we go live. Okay, being told a couple more questions here, so we're going to keep going. Sam Johnson. You think Ayuk has a rookie season comparable to Deebo's? Yeah, I think I do. Deebo, again, caught like 50 balls. He had like 800 yards receiving and 3-4 touchdowns, whatever it was. I think we have that graphic. We'll pull it up here in a second. But overall, it's probably going to look something like this, right? 50 catches, 800 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's a very respectable rookie season. Now, it's not Brandon Ayuk in terms of what he did in 2019 in college. It's not 8 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. I'd be shocked if he has 1,000 yards receiving because it takes time. And Brandon Ayuk's got to learn the Kyle Shanahan offense. It's not easy to do. But I do think a very similar rookie year to Deebo is expected. And if that's the case, then the Niners are going to be really good this year, guys. Good Lord. What do we do to free up some cap space? We don't need to, Bryce. I mean, they're under the cap right now, not by much. It's like $5-6 million. I think that is correct. But you don't need to free up cap space. You're fine. The Kittle extension will help out a little bit for future cap spaces in terms of like, expanding his pay a little bit further out, but don't need to. The 49ers have no problem with the cap. John Lynch has done a fantastic job about building this football team. John Lynch, honestly, could be the GM of the last 5 years. If he was an award for GM the last 5 years, hard pressed to not give it to John Lynch. I think they'll be absolutely fine. Tyrone has a good question here, if you guys can answer along. Over or under 10 wins this year? Can you say right at 10? I think it'll be right at 10. I think it'll be over. It's like either right at 10 or 11. This is not a 12-win football team. Now, is it good enough to win 12 games? 100%. The competition is better, though. It's a better NFC in terms of what it was last year. That's why they don't win 12 games. Not winning 13 games for sure. And they're sure as heck not winning 16 games. I think right at 10 or 11, that's probably enough to win the NFC West because a lot of teams are going to be good, beat on each other. And when that happens, that means your overall win-loss comes down just a little bit, but never fear. 11 wins is going to be fantastic. I think over, but not over by much. We've shown these a lot tonight. We'll show them one more time here. Your official 49er mask. These things are selling like hotcakes. We keep being told to throw them up there. What's the link I see in the chat? Chatsports.com/49mask is the place to pick one up. There you go. 49mask. Put it up in the the Google search bar above me, or it's conveniently placed in the description box right now. So just click that, you go there, you get one. You, your wife, your kid, boom. You, your girlfriend, your brother, boom, can all have one because it's a 3-pack for $25. So go ahead and pick one up right now. Speaking of win-loss, right? Fill in the blank. The 49ers will win blank games in 2020. How many? Blank games in 2020. I think 11. I think 11 wins is what the 49ers are going to have, especially looking at their schedule. I think that's what I said in my 49ers schedule breakdown video a couple of days ago. It's a good schedule. I think that 49ers, even though it's a first-place schedule, have a lot of chances to go ahead and pick up a lot of wins, especially early on. They should be 4-0 through their first 4 games. 11 wins is my answer. Give me y'all's fill-in-the-blank answer right now down below. All right, couple more here. Couple more minutes. Will Douglas asks, Jimmy G, over or under 30 touchdowns next year? Under. 30 touchdowns is a ton of touchdowns. Under. They got to run the football. It'll be more than he did last year, but it's not going to be 30. Under here, 24, 25, 26. That sounds about right in terms of over, under for Jimmy Garoppolo and the touchdowns. But you guys, as always, let me know what you guys think down below. How many sacks did Javon Kinlaw will have? 6. How about that? 6. No more than 6. Listen, defensive tackle, hard to get sacks, even on our defense. He's going to be good. He might even be great, but 6 sacks to me would be a fantastic rookie season for Javon Kinlaw overall. Excuse me, voice is getting a little rough here. Let's see what we got next. YPK asks, who will be more of a challenge, Cardinals or Seahawks? Seahawks because of Russell Wilson, Cardinals because of their roster. So the Seahawks should be better because they have a better quarterback in Russell Wilson, but those 5-win Arizona Cardinals from last year are going to be at least an 8-win Arizona Cardinal team this season. So when we play Arizona, you play them early, you play them late, they're going to be very, very good. Mindful of the Cardinals should be the motto going into the season. Seahawks are going to be better because of Russell Wilson. He's fantastic. Russell Wilson's great. Even though he's the enemy, he's great. Cardinals are going to be better because they have a very, very good overall roster. Both are going to be threats to the 49ers in 2020. Okay, let's see. This next question's fun. Should we trade Jimmy G.Q. for Aaron Rodgers? No. Why? Why would you want a guy who is aging and probably has 2 or 3 years of good football left instead of a guy who has the whole world in front of him. No, we should not. We should not be trading Jimmy G Q for Aaron Rodgers. No, JD, sorry, we'll get that question away.